Hey guys, we got a 2021 Bronco Sport here, brand new vehicle. We're doing this for a dealership. I'm gonna show you a couple of different things. This is a new vehicle with laminated glass. First thing I do is spray the glass and I clean this top groove. Just because it's new, don't mean it's clean. That black stuff is potential grit that can get down your window. A couple other things. I'm gonna show you something. I'm gonna push this right here. This is how deep that goes up into this seal where the glass is at. You're not gonna do it with a regular razor. Don't care who you are, what you got. You can take your knife and go up in there, but then you're wasting a knife blade that you don't have to waste. I'm gonna show you how to shave this window without even dulling your blade. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna take this, show these guys over on this side. This goes right up in here, all the way up in this deep crevice. And this thing's hard. I'm telling you, it's harder than Chinese arithmetic. Plus, this thing will not scratch this soft laminated glass. Laminated glass is not as hard as safety glass. It's designed to crack instead of shatter. And the main reason for them to do this is sound deadening properties and all that good stuff. Who knows? You can get any kind of answer you want from any of this stuff. We're going to take the Judge link to prep this bottom half. Cool thing about this, I can take this, slide this out just like this, pop it right back in, and I can go all the way up in here and squeegee again where that razor blade would not go. All right, I'm gonna bring all this over. I'm gonna bring it to the front right here, swipe this down, swipe this down. This over, come down, come across. I'm gonna contain all this stuff into the front. And then I'll flush it straight down. Wipe this top edge again. This is a completely synthetic lint-free rag. I'll tell y'all what they are. One day when I'm doing less or doing more, we're gonna bottom load this. When I bottom load, I like to peel the film upside down. These are cool spray bottles. These are high volume bottles with a 200 mesh filter. That's to catch me out. When I install, I try to make it a point not to touch the glue side of the film. And I always try to drop the short side in first or the front side. I hold this back so we don't touch anything but glass as we're going in. Slide this thing down, and I'm gonna get the front mostly in, slide it forward so I can create this gap, and I'll rock this back in a scissor motion to slide it way up in behind that seal. And as I slide it in, I'll come over to this side and make sure I've got it pulled all the way back so we're covering our gap. So there's no gap. And we'll go ahead and bring the front down. Once we do that, we'll move it back into position. This way we know where we're at and what we've got. This pattern fits pretty good, but it don't fit perfect. So I'm gonna line up as best I can at the very back so I don't have to worry with going up in behind the seal. But I'm gonna show you how to shave this window on a laminated glass without dulling your knife blade. Now this is another link tool with our 95 durometer red Raider blade. It's a real hard blade. We'll take our Vader tool, go up in here, and I always split this in half. I squeegee upward on half of it and downward on the other half. That way we're careful not to move a piece of film. Now this thing's still wet. Go ahead and do this. I'll wrap this around my card. I'm gonna go ahead and bump or dock this edge. Now, this is a sharp side that we don't want to dull, so I'm gonna use the back side of this blade. I'm gonna get down here. After I get started, I'm gonna run me some extra blade out so I can make longer strokes. And the reason I find this works better on a laminated glass is because the laminated glass is soft. And you can actually divot the glass, make it chatter, make it even rougher, and it roughens your blade up and makes you not get near as good a cut. Lift this up. I try to keep my blade under that. And what this upward motion does, it keeps that film pushed to the window so it doesn't lift, because if it lifts, you're risking getting trash on that top edge. When I get all the way down at that end, I take this part of the blade and I go right down in here just like this. Can you see that, Philip? Then I will nip this piece off right down in here, just like that. Now right back here, this thing fits perfect at the very back. So I'm gonna hit this little edge right here. She's shaving on there. No matter what squeegee you use, what brand, how you do it. When you go on the edge of windows and edge of tent, push up, lift, and come back. Don't drag it back down. You'll damage your blade without even knowing it. And the test of knowing if you got it shaved is if it'll snag. You see that's not snagging, so that baby is good to go. So now we're gonna let this window up and finish it off. Why wet shave? Hell, that's a mystery to me. Had we not been doing a video, I would have tinted this glass, moved the other. If we'd been tinting this, I would have tinted this one and that one and moved the other. Then come back and shaved it. Or I might even have put a little heat on it. But we didn't, and so here we are. And some folks ask, how good does this little blade squeegee work, the link? Well, I'll show you. I don't know if you test squeegees or test tools much, or test, what you got going on, but the key to a good tent job is a flush mounted piece of film. When I say flush mounted, I mean mounted flush to the glass by extracting every bit of the moisture out of the glass, between the glass and the film. So I'm gonna barely miss this thing because it doesn't take a lot of water. I'll put my knee against this door, put a little pressure on it so we're not flopping. So I'm going to show you something that's even harder than a squeegee. It's a hard card. I keep mine sanded so I don't worry about scratching film with mine, but That's another story, another video. Get right here real close in front of it. I've not tried this yet, but I'm gonna show you. If you can get any amount of water, I'm bearing down on this, raised up, you're gonna be able to do it with this tool right here. I bearing down, I was able to get a minuscule amount of water out of all that. Not enough to really brag on or to cause you any issue. Show them over here on this. This is pretty cool. I can take this tool, 95 gerometer. I'm all the way up in this crack with this tool. I don't know what that's doing on there. I think you stuck that on there, Philip. I'm OCD, that will bother me. That's all now. But anyway, so I'm gonna show you this. Now, here's what else I'm gonna show you with that like that. Just take this. This is a sledgehammer. This won't go up in there. I don't care how you do it, what you try. Same as with any blade on the handle. I'm not saying we don't use these, they're great, but there's new stuff out there. These are better used for back windows, windshields, big flat glasses on the car. Anyway, let's go over here and let's see this. Come back on this side. I'm gonna ease this down. Wipe this top edge off. Then I'm gonna hold this cloth behind it. All right, get right here and follow that edge. Let them see the shave on this with the back side of that knife. It's as smooth as any shave you're gonna do. Anyway, got your Pro Tools, Rodney McClure, old film bender at you. But hold on. This is the edge that we done with the back blade of the knife. Philip's all been over here hiding. That's the guy behind the camera. He's camera shy. Go ahead and let it up, Philip. It's no one of them 30-foot away videos that we do. I'm trying to make sure there's no dust on it. I done one the other day and somebody called me out and says, I see trash. So I'm gonna go back and wipe it off. You know, if you're a tinner and you can't tell dust on the outside of the glass from trash on the inside of the glass, your ass don't need to be commenting. I'll just leave it at that. But I do this for you guys. I can take the criticism. I can take anything. Am I perfect? No, but I'll do till he gets there. You know, I don't try to be the best. I don't claim to be best. But when the best come around, they call me boss.